No matter how hard the world tries to burn you, my beloved, my child of heaven's breath, my divine one walks with invisible flames that protect you. I have to say something right now, and I can't wait any longer. Today isn't like any other day. This moment is not a mistake. You've just been asked to align with God. This message was cut into the light a long time ago, before you knew anything was wrong. Now, heaven has stopped everything to say your name. Today, I, Archangel Michael, come with a sword that means both truth and immediate help from God. Because the person who wants to hurt you has now been found out. Their name is known. So be careful not to wait too long. If you do, you might fall into a trap that God didn't plan for you. Now is the time to protect yourself. Yes, with all the love and power God has given me, I tell you to read this whole message. Don't think this is just a whisper. This is heaven screamed through the winds of this message in silence. It's time, my child. Do not wait. Open this. You see, there are people around you who are hiding their true feelings behind a perfect mask. They smile in front of your soul while slowly letting their anger build up behind your back. However, they did not know that God holds your name and that you have been anointed. What was hidden is now being brought to light. If I tell you the name of this person, will you believe me? Will you behave like someone that heaven is actively protecting? This is more than just a warning. This is the end of your quiet spiritual battle. I know you've been feeling weird lately, my divine one. Things moved, felt heavy, and you couldn't quite explain them. You did not err. You felt like this person was trying to send you darkness. When they tried to do what God saw, God stopped them and sent this message. He read the messages they sent you without your knowledge. He knew what they said behind your back when you weren't there. We waited for him. It took him until today to finally tell you. Listen, beloved. Right now, holy light is all around your name. But I beg you, don't skip this. If you don't open your eyes now, you'll let them get even closer to the center of your heart. They will try to destroy what God is building inside you once they get there. You're not alone, though. I'm with you. Heaven is with you. And this is what God wants you to do. Wait for a moment before I go on. Please allow me to take a moment to say something very special to your soul. If you feel this message is meant for you, promise yourself today that you will join the light, not just to a voice or a channel, but to the truth frequency. You're not here by accident. You're here because this meeting was planned by God. Be careful not to lose this alignment. Don't disconnect from this voice because it's not fun. It's about spiritual survival. Let's get back to the truth. I'll show you what you need to see. The person who says they are your friend but isn't. The one who got too interested all of a sudden. The person who wants to know your secrets, your dreams, and your money. They're not who they said they were. I'm about to tell you this name. They've been unhappy with you for too long. But now it's over for them because the truth has come to your door. You, beloved, are now at a divine crossroads. It's either a way to find out more or a way to ruin. But you are the only one who can choose where your spirit goes next. They'll get bolder if you keep acting like nothing is wrong. They're going to hit harder. They are going to come for your happiness, peace, and future. What if you listen to this divine call and walk with Archangel Michael's shield of truth? Their tricks will fail. They won't be able to look at you the same way again after you rise with blessings that are so loud. They tried to make something bad that God had already made good. Just think of the audacity. but they are about to see how heaven protects its own. Is your heart beating fast right now? That's not fear. That's being recognized. Your spirit already knows who this message is for. Everything I have covered across this channel is now in one place. The prayers, the teachings, the daily blessings. It is all inside the Daily Miracle Manual. Link in the description. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community. Does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. You've been thinking they did it. The change has been clear to you. Their mood changed. Their words got mean. Their smile is too cute. They have been shown in the spirit, that's why. God also wants to show them in the natural world, my child. To get to that truth, though, only you can open the door. You only have 24 hours left before they do something you can't undo. What are you going to pick? God's clarity or denial? It's important not to waste this chance. Type, "I choose divine clarity" in the comments right now to choose clarity and take back your freedom. When you say this, you align your spirit with heaven's shield and push away all spirits of confusion. My child, you would be on your knees right now if you knew what this person said about you to someone you care about, and how they twisted your image to get power over you. But don't be scared. Do not worry. I am not here to hurt you. I am here to raise you. You won't lose. You are going to be in charge, but only after you finish this message. Only if you let it tell you what to do next. They believed they could get away with it, but God has something else planned. This is just the start. My love, you were never meant to live in the dark. You should never walk around with your back out while acting like everything is fine. Your soul has been yelling for light. Now that light is here. It fills every space that fear tried to take over. The Archangel Michael doesn't just bring truth. I know what to do when I get there. And when heaven tells you what to do, it usually starts by bringing order and peace to the places where fear and doubt have been weighing you down. Dear child, I see the trouble you've been having, the stress you feel about money, the worries that don't come out, and the times when you don't know what to do next. Peace is already on its way because you've been asking for it. You're not supposed to stay scared. You should move forward every day with a plan, faith, and clear steps. So, a simple system has been set up in front of you, a 30-day faith and financial breakthrough system. Each day, this system will give you a focused prayer, a small financial action, and clear direction to help you move forward. There is no stress or confusion. There is only steady progress toward peace and stability. Today is the day to take the first step toward making things better if you feel ready. This could be the start of a big change in your life. The link is in the description and in the comments that have been pinned below. Now, stay with me because the divine instruction about keeping you safe needs to go on. And this is what you need to know. You are being watched until the next sunset, not just by God, but also by someone who doesn't want you to do well, someone whose heart turned dark when you started to shine. The way they smiled was practiced, their kindness was a trade-off. They didn't know that you are protected by God, though. You are in God's hands, and no weapon that is made against you will work. But you have to do what they say, because even angels can't guard a door that you let your enemy in. Do not let guilt push you to look out for the wrong people. The enemy wants that you don't talk, that you stay true to the person who is trying to break your peace. But no longer. Today is the time for spiritual growth. Right now. Heaven is no longer letting you stay blind. Yes, this person has been draining your energy, repeating your words, competing in silence, and being nice to you while being mean to you behind your back. They've finally gone too far. God took his time. They had time to change. The ghost of them heard him whispering, "Repent, let go of this jealousy." But they didn't listen. Now the name has to be given up. This is your line in the sand. If you want to protect yourself from this type, the truth sets me free in the comment section below. You can say it with confidence, because you know that what is shown in the spirit can't run your life anymore. I'm not saying this to be rude, but you are in danger if you let this person stay in your sacred space. Have you been having trouble with your dreams? You have no reason to be tired. You're tired when you wake up, even after a good night's sleep. Things you start never seem to end. Your focus goes away. Your fire is half out. You're beginning to think that maybe you're the issue. But no, my divine one. This is what happens when people are fighting spiritual wars against you without you knowing. It turns out this way when someone talks about you in places you weren't supposed to be talked about. They've been making deals with other groups by using your secrets. They have been changing your story to get what they want. You try to love them anyway. That's what makes you holy. That's what picks you. But now you have to make a bigger choice. Not one from being guilty, but one from God. Your spirit has already been trying to get this message across to you in dreams, during delays, and when things didn't make sense. That's why your peace was broken. What made you think something was wrong every time they came around? That wasn't stress. That was smart thinking. And Archangel Michael is here to make sure you knew what your soul already knew. You were wrong about this person. This person changes how they feel when you're doing well. This person stays quiet when other people praise you. This is the person who says they are a family member, friend, or supporter. Still, your growth makes them uncomfortable. They were told to gently bring you down. But this is the end of their job. They won't be able to sit at the table where they've been swearing at you behind your back. You are now entering a rare time of grace. Beloved, this is a time that can only happen when the heavens step in. The Most High has told me to warn you, not just to comfort you, but also to get you ready, because what happens next depends on how you react to this news. You will be raised faster than you thought if you open your eyes and do what is right. But if you keep following the wrong spirit without question, they will take more than just your time. They'll take your chances, your momentum, and your divine connections. It's not about being angry. It has to do with alignment. People who want you to fail can't be on your team. People can't make you give up your goals because you love them too much. If that sounds harsh, I want you to think about this. Has loving them ever made you feel better? Or has it only made your light weaker? Let me take you to the courtroom of the spirit world right now. The evidence has been shown by the sky, and I, Archangel Michael, your divine protector, have stood up to say that this child has been through enough pain. People have seen the pain you've been hiding. The tears you shed behind closed doors were caught on tape, and God has named the ones who pretended to care but were really happy for you as you struggled. It is not their job to judge you. It is your job to keep you safe. You don't have to let them go. You deserve to be free. That freedom can only be yours if you let truth speak louder than memory. There were happy times for you. Don't let nostalgia make you believe those times were real, though, because true love doesn't make things worse. Friends don't beat each other up. People who are real don't act like they're someone else. This person put on a mask, but now it's broken. You might be curious about why this is happening now. Why are you being told this truth in such a strong and clear way? It's because heaven has already had enough time. God has seen you forgive people who deserve it. He has seen you stay true to people who quit on you the moment you turned your back on them. He saw you keep quiet while other people yelled lies, but you still didn't fight back. You still had hope that they'd change their minds, that they might, just might, love you with the same heart you gave them. They didn't, though. Additionally, God cannot let his chosen child stay caught in someone else's lie. Today, he is letting the veil be lifted. Every whisper, every betrayal, and every dark move that was made behind you is being brought to light by him. Also, you won't be lost this time. You'll be able to see it this time. The enemy looked like someone you know. Because you trusted them, it hurt more than you could say. They were able to get into the most private parts of your life. People looked at your dreams as a blueprint for their own, and they used those dreams to make fun of you. You never thought that the person you looked out for, encouraged, and prayed for would be the one asking the universe to take away your good fortune. Still, here we are. But don't be sad about what's being shown. Enjoy it, because heaven never shows what it doesn't want to heal. You're not being hurt. You are being moved around. And the pain you're feeling now isn't a punishment. It's freedom. Free yourself from illusions. Get out of cycles. Get rid of anything that isn't calling you anymore. That's not why you were sent here, to suffer in silence. You weren't created to give in to fake love or shrink to fit the comfort of people who don't want to see you rise. God has been quiet for a long time because he wants this person to choose to be saved. They didn't, though. They picked attention. They chose to trick people. They chose to use how weak you were to blame your light on themselves. So God stepped in to protect you, not punish them. Even when God keeps you safe, it doesn't always look nice. At times, it seems like doors are slamming. It can look like being alone at times. It can look like the sudden end of relationships you thought would last forever. Take a closer look. What's getting worse now was never based on truth. You were able to handle it. Right now, God is taking away what isn't helping your spirit rise. After reading this, you might want to get in touch with them. You might feel bad about what you did. You might ask, what if they change? God loves that part of your heart the most, that you still have hope, that you still think. But listen up, my child. Archangel Michael is telling you straight out that this person doesn't want change. This is someone who wants to be in charge. They don't miss you. They miss how easy it was to get your energy, mind, and grace. Even though they say they want to water your soul, they miss being close enough to see your life grow and bloom. This is the lie that God will not stand for any longer. You don't have to talk to them. There's nothing you need to prove. Being quiet, getting better, and staying in line with the truth will speak louder than any words you could ever say. Let God protect you right now. Let's talk about what comes next, since exposure is just the start. Things get better after the storm of truth, and I can tell you that the clouds are moving. It's getting windy. The good thing that was going to happen but wasn't because of this person is about to flood into your life. Things will move faster. There will be new ideas. The peace you were looking for will come to you like an old friend. There will start to be connections to the divine. Real people with good intentions and spiritual alignment will start to come into your life. It's not a coincidence. That's fixing things. It will happen as soon as you let go of what heaven has already taken away. Stay away. Don't get back together with someone or something that God just freed you from. Your future depends on what you choose. There's more to this than just keeping your feelings safe. This has to do with keeping your anointing. They didn't understand how deep your calling was. They thought they could touch you and nothing would happen. But they forgot that when they touched you, they touched God's land. And God doesn't stay quiet all the time. The complete guide, every daily prayer, every spiritual tool, everything I've put together to help you grow your faith is down in the description. It's called the Daily Miracle Manual. Now, stay right here with me, because as this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Now is the time for you to stand up, to take the power that was hiding behind the veil of heartbreak, and to hold your head high. They don't think you're strong just because you got through things that should have broken you. But here you are, still standing, still shining, still picked. If people keep telling you how beautiful you look, it's not makeup, not having faith. That kind of shine comes from someone who has angels fighting battles behind the scenes. It's a child's light that heaven won't leave behind. That's you. Do not forget. They quietly watched you from the shadows, not to praise you, but to figure out what you were doing. Every post you made, every story you told, and every small victory you mentioned to the world. They stored it like ammunition in the deepest parts of their souls. And while you thought they were clapping, they were actually gathering anger instead of praise. Every time they saw you smile through a storm, it made them feel envious. You threw them off, beloved. These people didn't understand how someone as kind and honest as you could handle the things they couldn't. They didn't ask how they could rise with you. Instead, they planned ways to bring you down. That being said, they forgot or never got that your strength wasn't built in public. It was made through your quiet tears, prayers, and nights when only God could hear you. Now heaven has had enough. When you finally find out the truth, something changes. It's in your chest, the growing pain and the pause inside you when your spirit whispers, "This is it." That's how you feel right now. That's not being confused. That makes sense. God's clarity that can't be ignored any longer. For this person, being nice to you has been a sign of permission. They thought you were blind because you were loyal. But the light you carry is not a sign of weakness. It's wartime. Heaven kept track of every time you let go of something that couldn't be forgiven. Heaven praised you every time you blessed someone who cursed you. Now the divine tables are turning not to get back at someone but to do what's right. God isn't letting you see this person to make you laugh. He's letting them go to free you. You're not crazy. You are not being too dramatic. You are becoming aware. Take a deep breath and join this spiritual awakening. In the comments, type "I am awake and released" to firmly hold this moment in your heart and make a statement that you will no longer let masked enemies enter your sacred space. It can feel like betrayal to wake up sometimes when you see who is really sleeping next to you. What you've already known deep down is about to come out. There was one close to you, that person whose laughter was too loud when you were upset. The person who was always interested in what you were doing but never asked how you were. That person who made too many jokes about your success, your blessings, and your light, acting like it was funny but actually mean. Yes, they did. That's the person the message is for. And God has made this very clear to me. Recently, they've talked about you a lot, and you weren't supposed to hear any of them. They talked to someone they knew would not say anything bad about them. But God made sure it would leak, not through rumors, but by getting along. Today was supposed to be the day you found out this, because God won't let you start your next season with enemies who are dressed up. Now you might start to remember all the little signs, those awkward times that didn't feel right, the way they didn't say anything when you told them good news, the way they turned away when someone said nice things about you. They made you doubt your own abilities by telling you that you were dreaming too big, moving too fast, or shining too bright. It didn't matter. What you did was quiet sabotage. And now that heaven has said it, you have a holy duty to do everything you can to keep the peace, to keep your soul's gates safe, just like you do with your future. To protect that peace, you need to bring faith and clear direction to every place where worry has taken over. I can see how much weight you've been carrying, my child. The worries you don't talk about money, the stress, and the nights when your mind won't shut off. People have heard your prayers for peace. You're not supposed to be scared and confused on this journey. You should have faith, be clear, and know what to do every day. That's why a simple path has been set out for you. A 30-day system for faith and money breakthrough. You will be given a gentle prayer, a simple money step, and clear instructions every day to help you get back in charge. There is nothing too much or too complicated, just steady, small steps that lead to peace and stability. Start today if your heart says it's time. Do not wait any longer. The link is in the title and in the comments that have been pinned below. Keep watching over what God has planned for you, because what's coming is better than anything they tried to take away. Because what's next for you is bigger than the past. It speaks louder than what they think. It's stronger than all of their attacks. They will try again if they stay in your circle. This time, though, it will look like sweetness. They'll bring tears. They will say sorry when they get there. But don't believe it, my child. Once a chosen one stops pleading with others to see their light, something holy starts to happen. You don't have to say why you're pulling away. You don't have to say goodbye for a long time. You broke the spiritual contract the moment this message came into your life. The power to walk with you has been taken away from them. Today, break every bad tie and take back your space. You can say, "The contract is broken," in the comments to show that your future is no longer controlled by a weapon, rumors, or hidden anger. After this, if you try to hold on to them, the chaos they bring will start to seep into your blessings. It will show up as sudden delays, missed calls, strange arguments, and emotional chaos. And if it does happen, it won't be because heaven failed. It will be because you didn't pay attention to what was written right in front of your eyes today. That's not all this message is. It's a help, a holy peace taken from the plans of those who were digging a hole behind your back while smiling at you. Right now, you are on a divine line. Everything you've built with God is on one side. The shadow of a friendship, relationship, or tie that was never based in light is on the other side. It's not about being cold, because heaven will start to speed up what's been delayed once you let go of what is no longer in line. You can go through doors that have been locked for months. I see partners in heaven reaching out. I see provisions that I didn't expect being released. Why? Because the person who was blocking your gates has been taken away. But you need to lock that gate. Now is the time to decide. If you know how valuable you are, will you walk forward or backward into the arms of someone who loved you only when they thought they could beat you? That's not love. It's a competition. Plus, you were never meant to compete. Your purpose in life was to conquer. You may start to feel a strange mix of relief and sadness now that the mask and veil are off. That makes sense, kid. There is never a clean moment when an illusion breaks. You're not just letting someone go. You're letting go of the part of you that held on to their potential. You thought the best of them. You imagined a future with their truth, their friendship, and their loyalty. You thought it was true for a while, but the light from heaven is now too strong to lie about. You can't be less careful just to keep them comfortable. That would be killing your spirit. Their energy and the pain you feel now are no longer right for you. That's just your soul reaching out past their reach. They are no longer in tune with you. Because of this, the talks feel forced. So their words sound like they've said them before. That's why your spirit keeps getting quieter when they're around. Your spirit knows. And Archangel Michael is just confirming what you already know. Let go now. But kid, letting go doesn't mean you lose. It means making space. Getting rid of the stale air of manipulation lets the winds of fate blow through your life again. God isn't taking this person away to punish you. He's doing it to help you get ahead. Their presence slowed things down. Their anger got in the way of your favor. You were still being blessed, but not as quickly as God had planned. They made you move more slowly. They may have seemed helpful with their hands, but they were really competing with yours. And now you are being told to rise by your higher power. Not today or next week. Now is not the time to be sad. Now is the time to get ready for acceleration. Because what's coming next will need all of you. Not the dishonest version of you, but the honest version that doesn't need to say sorry. You're about to see something that will make you feel shook, but not scared. There will be a conversation, a message, or a moment of exposure that makes it clear for sure who this person is. It could be someone else. It could be something they say by accident. But believe this, the moment has already been sent by heaven. You will find it. Don't ignore it when it does. Don't give an excuse. Feel free to say things like, maybe they were just going through something, or I don't want to think about it too much. No, my dear, you're not thinking too much. You have too many feelings. For way too long you've been taking in their negative frequency and thinking it is your own. Now, your body is tired. Your spirit is heavy. But this message, this meeting with God, is the release you didn't know you needed. You are being freed from having to carry someone else's chaos around with you like it was your own. Like people in the stands, they've watched your journey and cheered when you failed and kept quiet when you succeeded. That's not love. That is not being loyal. I was sent by God to separate you from the lie that you have to remember history just because you share it. People who knew you before the transformation don't owe you access after the transformation. There are people who love the you that didn't know how valuable you were or how powerful your presence is. But this you is different. This is the you that is reading this and feeling every word like fire in your chest. That they don't see you in their box. They tried to keep you small because they knew that once you saw yourself for what you are, you would stop asking for permission to shine. And here it is, that realization. This is the mirror of the Spirit. Check it out. Think about how heaven sees you. You are not someone who needs to be saved. You save the day. You're not someone who is just getting by. You are the answer that someone else has been praying for. You're not behind. You're not hurt. You're not lost. You are being moved around. This past season, every betrayal you've been through has made room for something bigger. Don't be sad about what you lost. Enjoy the fact that it didn't follow you to the next one. It's not rejection when people who used to call themselves your people stay quiet. That's changing the path. And if they left, let them. You can't put off what's coming for you any longer. You are about to go to a divine appointment, and you need to be light to handle it. Do not drag around useless weight that is passed off as friendship. Pay close attention now. From now on, there are clear instructions from God that are not suggestions. They are necessary for the Spirit. First, keep your eyes safe. Don't tell people who are on the fence about your loyalty what you plan to do next. Don't say anything until it has been confirmed in prayer. There are people around you who are only listening for ways to hurt you. And if you talk too soon, they'll cause chaos before the seed even plants itself. Second, take some time to spiritually and emotionally clean your space. Cut the strings. Take out the numbers if you have to. Quit following in silence. There is no need for drama. You need to be saved. Third, write down all the dreams you've been having. God is talking to you through your rest. So the messages you thought were weird or random are actually downloads. Parts of a divine plan that is being made just for you. The enemy wants you to be busy, cut off, and have doubts about your own strength. But that's over tonight. You can start to heal not only in your heart, but in every part of your life now that the spiritual poison has been found and shown. For you see, kid, you didn't know that you've been carrying a delay in the form of a person, and your wings will work again now that God has taken away the weight. In places that used to hurt, you'll start to feel lighter. You'll start waking up with clear thoughts instead of doubts. Ideas that seemed impossible will start to take shape. It will start to rain connections at you out of the blue. It won't be forced either. You won't need to go after it. That is the beauty of God's timing. It comes to you when you let go of what heaven has already given you. You're about to start a time of favor that had been put on hold. Now it's coming at you quickly in ways that your old surroundings couldn't handle. If you want the full guide with every prayer and lesson I've compiled for this community, check the description for the Daily Miracle Manual. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit Community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit Out Community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. That's why the cutting had to come first. If the ground is dirty, you can't build miracles. The land has now been cleared. But don't be shocked if peace seems strange at first. You have been in fight or flight mode longer than you thought, always defending yourself in the spirit, always keeping an eye on your heart, always trying to figure out who is on your side and who isn't. Your body may still be ready for the next attack now that God has answered those questions, but I'm here to tell you it's okay to breathe out now. With his sword drawn, Archangel Michael stands next to you to watch over your every move. The angels who were sent to help you have been activated again. The gates are closed. The doors that used to let in confusion, trickery, and spiritual theft are now locked. And the things that are going to happen in your life will feel so divine. You'll feel silly for having any doubts at all. Don't feel bad about having doubts, though. It wasn't being weak. It was worn out. Now, heaven is giving you back your belief, which they tried to take away with their words. What they did when they attacked you wasn't just hurting your feelings. They were trying to hurt your eyesight. They meant to blind you so you couldn't see what kind of person you are. The veil is torn, though. Now the divine plan for your life is being given back to you. The dreams you put on hold are about to come back stronger. It's time for your goals to wake up. That thing you've always known you should do but kept putting off because other people didn't believe in it too. It's time now. Heaven takes a deep breath on it. Heaven is giving the money. Heaven lets people in whose names you haven't even heard of yet. As I speak, divine resources are coming together to help you. You no longer need to seek influence. It's being sent to you. Not because you're loud, but because you stand together. Not because you pushed your luck, but because you did what they said even though it hurt. That obedience has made heaven shake. You could have fought back. You might have clapped back. You could have been as rude as they were, but you didn't. You kept your soul clean. And now God is going to reward you in public for what you did behind closed doors. Some people only knew the version of you that was still alive. They're about to meet the one that's doing well. You weren't pretending to be strong. You made it in prayer, in silence, in a corner of your room, where only God could see your tears. That was something heaven will never forget. That's why this reward won't be a small one. The next blessing will be so strong that even those who tried to erase you will have to admit that it had to be God. They'll be right. It's God. God has always been there. You weren't supposed to be here. You were held up through all of the betrayals. You were held up through every season of lack, every whisper and every wound. Now you are being crowned. But pay close attention, dear. Old patterns won't work on this next level. God isn't just giving you stuff as a gift. You will be wise because of this. There will be more red flags for you to see. You'll be able to tell when someone's words don't match their spirit. It won't be out of fear either. It will come from being smart. This is the spiritual end of your schooling. The fights that used to make you cry will seem small now. You will hate the manipulation you used to put up with. Why? Because the old skin on your soul is coming off. You're not hurt. You are changing. You won't need to explain as much as you get better. Let your height do the talking. Let your glow do the talking. Say what your peace says. God is making your life a living testimony, so you don't need to give a long speech. Trust me, kid, you're about to shine in ways they didn't expect. Take this light with you. Be calm as you move forward. Guard what God is building inside you. And never forget that your story is still being told. Remember, dear ones, that these messages keep going because of people like you. We depend on viewers to keep us going. You can buy us a coffee through the link in the description if you want to help this mission and these messages reach more people. Have a great day.